I have a confession to make. I don't own a Switch 2. So, yeah, we don't have one. I was aware of it coming out and all that stuff, and even though I haven't been making videos, I'm aware of all the things. I saw the Mario Kart World and all that. I still didn't go like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that $500 system. I mean, look, like I am still playing Tears of the Kingdom right now and still really enjoying it. So, don't necessarily need it. And there's a bunch of other things that aren't video games that are taking up my time. There's also not anything for the system that's out right now that I really think we have to have. So we'll definitely wait on this. We're not year one adopters, not day one adopters. Definitely not year one adopters. Might not even be year two adopters. We're gonna wait. I'm sure I'm not the only diehard Nintendo fan that feels this way. So considering economic times are uncertain and the cost of the system at $500 and the inflated cost of the games, like I kind of anticipate the Switch 2 having sort of relationships with the Switch, like the DS had with the 3DS. Like the 3DS was successful. I really enjoyed the 3DS, but it didn't have the same sales success as the DS. So the original Switch was a blowaway success. I think the Switch 2 will just, it'll be successful. It's going to have all the Nintendo games. People are going to adopt it eventually, but I think that's just what happens when there's so much to do on the original Switch or the original DS or whatever, PlayStation 2, for example. Like there's going to be a bit of a downturn in business. So I know I think the big games right now are Mario Kart World and like the Donkey Kong Banana Blitz. I actually had to look up like what the big original games were because when I was at Target the other day, I was looking at the stuff and it was like, okay, Animal Crossing Switch 2 version, this one Switch 2 version, this one Switch 2 version. What are the original games? I totally forgot. I totally forgot about them. Um, Honestly, there hasn't been a Mario Kart game I've been like super into for a while. Like we got the one for the Switch, and it was like, yeah, okay, well, it's there if we have people over, I guess, and we just didn't have people over that often. Like, we enjoyed it. It's just one of those things that you put down after a while. I think when I originally got the Switch, it was also sounds crazy now, but when the original Switch came out, Nintendo was kind of desperate. So that first holiday season, it was like, hey, Switch games buy two get one free at the Meijer. Don't you want it? And I think Mario Kart was one of the ones that we did in that bundle. So it wasn't necessarily like I didn't buy it for Mario Kart. I bought it for Zelda, and I think on that topic, that's probably what would get me to get a Switch 2. I'd like the price to be lower. We're talking like wouldn't be bad if it was in the 300s, but you know, at some point when we have less to do with our tax return, whatever price the Switch is would be easier to afford. But it'd be nice if a 3 was at the start of that price point. A new Zelda would get me to get the system. A new Mario, some combination of the two. I really liked the last Mario game, whose name is escaping me right now. Odyssey. Odyssey was really good. I really liked Odyssey. Like, obviously, I really liked Breath of the Wild, but Mario Odyssey was pretty damn good too. A new Mario game, new Zelda game, a new Pokemon game that like was an actual good improved Pokemon experience and not just the same like we're doing the same formula but we're doing open world stuff and we kind of are doing it badly and the technical experience is terrible. Like I need some kind of new Pokemon core Pokemon entry that's like I don't know what I want out of Pokemon, but I need a new core Pokemon entry that's good, but also not like the Legends games. Like nothing about that has ever like made me want to go for it. So those I need to have a few things on that list before I actually get a Switch 2. I do like the idea of the GameCube games and Game Boy Advance games being on that, but that's not an enticing enough reason to pay extra money and then buy a $500 system when I literally have some of that stuff in my house, eventually destined for some kind of entertainment room that eventually will show up in our house. I don't have the physical copy of that Fire Emblem game anymore for reasons, but I have a Game Boy Advance. I have a whole bunch of GameCube games. I have a GameCube. I have a Wii right there. Like, if I really wanted to play the GameCube stuff, I could just do it. So it's cool, but that's not gonna get me to own a Switch. I need those core Nintendo franchises to show up before we get a Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels that way.